If you're a B2B company, in this video, I'm going to show you how to pick the right advertiser channel for your business so you can then scale that channel and create this machine that turns you more sales calls, more leads every single day. Now, there's two types of advertising that exist for B2B companies: demand capture and demand generation. Demand capture is simply demand is already there. You just want to capture, you just want to be in the right place in the right time, right? And that's about 5% of your entire market. Those are high intent people who want the service right now. And there's another side of things where 95% of your market is, which is demand generation. People might have the problem, but they don't really need the solution right now, or they don't really know if the solution exists. And that's where you need to come in, warm them up first, and make them book a call with you or take your action to be able to speak with you, and potentially you can close them. And here's the difference between outbound, right, where you also generate demand, but rather this time you're coming into them. You both realize that, hey, I'm the one who's reaching out to you. I'm the one who's proposing to your service. If you want it, great. If you don't want it, all good. I'm just going to leave you. But in inbound, so advertising, you kind of reach out to them, but it feels like they're coming to you because now you've warmed them up with that creative that you have. And that's the power about demand generation. And so right now, we're going to figure out first which channel for you to start with to get the quickest wins fast. And then we're going to cover how to scale that to the moon and get the cheapest clicks, the cheapest leads that are the highest intent as possible. First thing you need to do is you need to go ahead to a tool called Keyword Planner that's on Google Ads. What you're going to do, you're going to type in your own service, right? So let's say SLC2 compliant software, and you're going to see how many searches are you getting a month. And then you're going to look at top of page bid. And so this means how many dollars are you paying per each click? Let's say it's on average, right? Let's say it starts at 9 and ends at 38. That's like the average. And then you get 250 searches a month. And so you will be able to calculate how many searches a month can you even spend money on. And if it's above like 200, then you're good to go with Google Ads and start with that channel. Because again, this is the 5%, the gold 5%. You don't want to miss those. You want to capture those. So you can safely start Google Ads first. And then you might ask, well, number one, my question is, what if I just spend on Google Ads and I buy all of the keywords that are possible to buy? Am I capped? And the answer is no, because if there is a keyword that works, if there's a keyword that you're bidding and it getting you profit, simply broaden up that keyword, pull more searches in, and find another keyword that works for you. And so, for example, if you have SOC2 compliance software as your keyword, then you see that it's profitable, it's making you money, and you cannot simply spend more on it because there's only so many searches a month that are happening. You can remove the part where it says compliance software and just say SOC2. Now, what now will happen is that now you will get a lot of junk keywords as well, right? You will get a lot of people who just searching it up. What is SOC2 compliance? But then when time passes by, you now find the rare keywords that are high intent that you didn't even know about that bring more sales. Let's say you run this and you figure out, wow, people who search for, do I need SOC2 compliance, are my biggest buyers. These are the people that are buying from me. So I'm just going to spend my money. And now all of a sudden, you don't have like 250 searches a month. You have like 800 searches a month, and you can scale that budget. And so this is just the basic level Google Ads, right? So yeah, you find keywords such as self-service, SOC2 compliant software. You didn't know about it. Then you find it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to spend money on it. I'm just going to increase my searches and get more searches and eventually get more money out of it. Now you come to the point where you're like, I don't really know if I want to spend more on broad keywords because it will end soon anyway, or I want to expand in a new channel where I can learn how to generate demand, because I think I need to go after that 95% of people that need my service. And if that's the case, there are two big options for B2B that you have. It's LinkedIn or Meta. And for some reason, my subheadline is just flying away from the page. But essentially, what's the difference? LinkedIn, it's medium intent, right? So Google is high intent, LinkedIn is medium intent. Volume is lower than Meta, but it's still higher than Google. And the cost per click is insanely expensive because you can target the specific people that you're after, right? So you know that your ad is being shown to the CEO, to the VP, or whoever you target. And yes, again, like your decision makers is guaranteed you're gonna show your ad to those people. With Meta, you get lower intent, so you might not know if these people even want it, or you might not know if you're talking to a decision maker. The volume is huge, the cost per click is cheap, but again, at first, you're uncertain about the decision makers. After you scale Meta, you then realize, okay, Meta is learning, algorithm is learning, and it's showing my ad to more decision makers, and so I'm gonna spend more money. And so eventually Meta is the absolute goal, right? Absolute end goal. But again, we're here for quickest wins, and so that's what I'm telling you about. But here's how Meta learns over time, right? So first, day one, LinkedIn gets you more decision makers, like 92% of your ads showed in decision makers, and let's say 35% of your ads shows the decision makers on Meta. And so as time goes by, Meta increases that number, right? Because it learns the algorithm and eventually it gets about to 80%. Still not as close to LinkedIn, but then you also pay cheaper, so it makes sense. And so here's a quick prompt for AI that you can use. I will link it in the second link in the description. You can simply paste it in. You can paste your own metrics here and it will tell you what kinds of channel mixes that you need to use for your own business to get those quickest wins first. But now I'm going to talk about something that almost nobody talks about in this space, which is mixing all three, right? And how you should do that. And so what will happen is that you will run Google ads and you will have people visiting your page. You will run LinkedIn ads and you will have people visiting your page. Same with Meta, people visiting your page, maybe opting in, maybe browsing around. And some of those people will book, let's say 20% will book. Like that's unreasonable. Will book. 100 people came in, 20 booked a call or opted in. There are 80 people who were interested, but for some reason they didn't book. And so what you can do is now you can use Meta's retargeting. Right? This is where Meta is really valuable. You can use Meta's retargeting to be able to show your ad to all of those people across all of these three channels. Because channels don't remember anything, but your pages remember. They have the pixel. You can use that pixel in Meta so you can show your ad. And again, as I told you, Meta is the cheapest click. So you get the cheapest clicks to the highest intent people. Like that's how you make it. And suddenly from 20 people booked in, with the same budget, you get like 35 or 100, which is insane. Like 15 sales calls out of the same budget that you were spending on 20. So here's the efficiency, right? So here's what happens when you start blending retargeting. This is what happens when you just run Google ads and Meta ads and LinkedIn ads, right? That steep is just like line. Your cost per booked call is like $220. Once you introduce retargeting after enough time, this is what happens, right? $95 average cost per booked call. And you're just booked calls per ad spend skyrockets to do. You can also retarget your content as well. If you have post content online, you can set a certain amount of people who watch your content. Let's say 50% of your content. You can still retarget those people as well and then be able to book more people in. Now, here's one quick stat that you cannot absolutely miss. Otherwise, you're just going to not make it in all of these three channels, which is the funnel. Right, so the funnel is the most important step because it connects all of these three things. The funnel across all of these three channels is the same. So you need to make sure you nail every step of the funnel. Every step after they click on your ad, whether it's Google ad, LinkedIn ad, or a Meta ad. And so I have this video that goes over the best B2B funnels in 2026. That'll be right now on the screen. Click on that. That's the next video. Other than that, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one.